if you are following my channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of Pixel 7a, and I think it's one of the best value for money phones in 2023. However, on the other side, we've got Pixel 8, which I like, but I don't like the price. In my opinion, they're just gonna be crazy with those Pixel 8 series prices going higher, which I don't really like. However, we've got 4K 60 FPS available on Pixel 8. There's only 4K 30 FPS. However, at the moment, I'm recording in 4K 30 FPS. Okay, I really want to give you honest opinion in different weather conditions. So this is 60 FPS. As I told you before, Pixel 7a can only do 1080p 60 FPS on ultra wide angle, so I have to lower the resolution. But here on Pixel 8 we've got 4K 60 FPS. But let's move on to the main sensor now. As you can see, it's a very bright morning. It's been frosty. And then see how those phones will handle with that. Not bad, but I'm gonna take some pictures now. Okay, I've got the camera layout so we can compare if we got any options missing here on Pixel 7a, which is only a mid-range phone. And straight away you can see there is an action pan on Pixel 8, which is not available here on Pixel 7a. They both got long exposure, portrait photography, everything else seems exactly the same. Let's switch to the video. Great, because they both have the pan for those cinematic shots. However, there is no blur effect on Pixel 7a, which is a bit of a shame. When you go resolutions, it's great because we've got 24 frames per second available here, even on 4K. This option isn't available here. However, what I've noticed when you go active stabilization, this option is not available here. I'm clicking, but it's not working. However, there is a HDR mode, which is not available here on Pixel 7a. Slow motion is exactly the same. You've got the time lapse. So, yeah. Let's check on stabilization and the quality. This is ultra wide angle 4K 30 FPS on both. Unfortunately, Pixel 7a cannot record in 60 FPS on 4K ultra wide angle. The color is looking slightly different. I think it's a bit warmer temperature here on Pixel 8, which is a little bit more natural. And that's what I can see actually with my eye. Sorry about the noise. But also you'll be able to check which sound quality is actually better. So this is main sensor times 1. Let me check on the stabilization. And I think both doing just great. Taking my dogs for a walk as always. But let's move on to times 2. This is just digital zoom. And let's see how far we can get. So we've got times 7 here on Pixel 8 and times 5 on Pixel 7a. Okay, so I have switched to 10-bit HDR mode on Pixel 8. Sadly, this is not an option here on Pixel 7a, but you let me know if there is any difference in colors. Surprisingly, when you record 1080p 60 FPS on Pixel 7a, you can only go maximum zoom times 3. We've got times 7 here on Pixel 8. But let's switch to 30 FPS now. Right, so I'm using active stabilization on Pixel 7a. For some reason, this option is grey out. I cannot pick this on Pixel 8. I have restarted the camera, I look at the settings, and I just was not able to use it, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully, they're gonna do something about this with some future software updates. But what I've noticed, when you buy those new phones, and when they release, they always got some bugs here and there, and the Pixel has always been pretty bad with that. By the way, if you are enjoying my content, huge sub to the channel would be amazing. I buy all the phones for my own money, and this is no exception. Cheers. Just having a little walk with my daughter and the dogs. This is ultra wide angle. But let's switch to the main sensor now. We should be able to see the difference. I think both doing a really good job here. Should we keep going, Kara? And then ×2. This is just digital zoom, remember. But let's take some pictures now. Okay, this is selfie camera, still recording 4K 30 FPS, but I can see the Pixel 8 is just a little bit brighter. I'm not sure about the quality because it's dark and the screen is small, so you let me know which one do you prefer at night. But I'm going to take a couple of selfies now. I have to say, I really enjoy this HDR mode. Look at those colors here on Pixel 8. I absolutely love the fact there is autofocus on ultra wide angle, and you've got that amazing blur effect for those cinematic vlogs. However, Pixel 7a proves that you don't need to spend 800, 700 pounds to get a decent picture quality, brilliant stabilization for half of that price. So I am very impressed with the Pixel 7a. I have actually made a camera comparison between Pixel 7a and 7 Pro, and you'll be surprised how well the Pixel 7a did. If you haven't had the chance to watch that video, I'll put it up here. You let me know your thoughts about these phones, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.